I'm sure that you all have studied how this great country was formed. I want to remind you that the genius of this country was not that it was perfect at birth. The genius was that our founders, given their ability to recognize that all humans, themselves included, are flawed creatures, are fallible creatures. But they created these institutions of government that would help us all, that would eventually help us to form a more perfect union. And so our founders enshrined within a document called the Constitution some grand and enduring ideals. You know, we argue about this Constitution about every day here in this courthouse. I hear arguments from lawyers about this Constitution. We're still fighting about it and what it means and how it should apply to our everyday lives. But within it are some very important ideas and concepts which guarantee every citizen important fundamental rights. Rights which ensure human dignity, freedom, life, property, and happiness. So at the heart of our nation is this very important document called the Constitution, the product of great and eternal wisdom, expressing freedoms and rights obtained and preserved by the blood and the sacrifice of our forefathers. It was signed September 17, 1787. So for over 200 years, this Constitution, this document that we still fuss with each other about, has been the symbol of man's capacity to govern himself. It has fostered government by, of, and for all of our people. From its wisdom flow growing concepts of liberty, justice, and human dignity, and we owe it our freedom, past, present, and future. When you think about the United States, it's really a land of but one people gathered from many countries. Being a good American does not depend upon whether one is foreign-born or native-born, but whether he or she lives out these ideals and carries out the duties and responsibilities of citizenship. That's what we're talking about here today. So from now on, it's your sacred and sworn responsibility, based on the oath you took, to uphold and defend this country and what it stands for. It has been said that liberty is a blessing that must be constantly nurtured. In this rapidly changing world, every American must fundamentally understand that this system of government by which we live is something that requires our attention. And we must do our level best to make it work even better in this very complex, demanding, and sometimes rebellious society that we live in here in the United States. Although we are all sometimes very different from each other, it is our obligation to be respectful, tolerant of each other, and to live in harmony. Good citizenship and our Constitution are inseparable ideas. Both must walk together, or neither can truly survive. So our responsibility as citizens is to work hard to contribute and improve our way of life wherever and whenever we can. What are some ways to do this? Well, first, like Ms. Dunkel was telling us, exercise your right to vote. Participate in your government by voting. Something that's unique in this country. Not all countries have that. Strive to learn all you can about each issue, about each candidate, so you can vote intelligently in these elections. Second, be patriotic. If we are to continue to enjoy the fruits of liberty, we can do no less than follow the example of the men and women who won freedom for us. Third, be law-abiding, and by example, encourage others to respect the law and abide by the rules and laws of our society. Support your courts, your judges, and your law enforcement people. Fourth, participate actively in the affairs of your city, state, and nation. Be a citizen. We expect you to participate. Support your schools, your community charities, your service organizations. Number 5, respect the rights and privileges of others, even though they're different than you or I. Let fair play be your motto. 6, be willing to work. That's how this country was founded, and to work hard. Not only to acquire worldly possessions, but also to gain education, to get knowledge. In closing, I wish for all of you the rich blessings that come with being an American. This is an important moment for you, but it's also a thrilling moment for all of us as we get to watch this happen. So at this time, I'd like to be the first one to join you in the Pledge of Allegiance. So will you please join me? Here's our flag. I pledge allegiance